Hey everybody, it is Saturday, October 26th. It's a rainy day. It's 5 days away from Halloween. I was supposed to be bringing you more Halloween themed content. I promise that it is coming, but I have so many of these exciting and interesting snacks that I got from the La Huerta Latin Market that I want to get those out of the way first because they're just sitting there waiting for me to open them and sample them. So I already did one video where I tried like 4 different things because I had too many things from the market to fit it into one video. And even that video went 13 minutes long, so I think I might actually break up this into 3 different videos where I try the different snacks that I got there. Alright, so this will be 2 of 3, most likely. So let's start with these. These are completely unfamiliar to me. I have never seen Incognita Doritos before. Look at that, and look at the packaging. Nice, moody, black and blue coloring. I don't know what to expect from these. There's not any indication, Incognita isn't a flavor. There's not any indication of what might be what these might taste like. So this is extra mysterious and interesting. Because it wasn't just like, oh, that flavor looks interesting. Let's get it and sample it and see how tasty it is. No, I have absolutely no idea what this is going to taste like at all. It kind of looks like it might have cinnamon on it, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyways, cool find. All right, ingredients. It's got cornmeal, vegetable oil, seasoning, which comprises maltodextrin, iodized salt, natural and artificially flavorings. Contains milk, citric acid, monosodic glutamate, starch, added sugars, malic acid, chili, yeast, hydrosate, red food coloring, herbs and spices. Which herbs and which spices? I'm not going to go through all the other stuff because it's just all a bunch of weird additives. The only other thing I see in there that's like identifiable as a food product is vinegar. All right. So that still doesn't really indicate okay, so there's salt and vinegar and chili powder in there, and then it says herbs and spices. So I still don't know what I'm going to eat here. Maybe I can predict from the smell. Ooh. Wow, they look almost purple. Look at that. That's cool. Moody coloring on the chip seasoning. Moody coloring on the bag. I think these are going to be good. Very much tastes like tamarind. Tastes like tamarind paste, tamarind extract, tamarind sauce, whatever you want to call it. Maybe a little bit of pomegranate in there too. Yep. The taste you're going to get in there are vinegar, tamarind, and salt. And yeah, the closest comparisons that I can say is like tamarind, the taste of tamarind. Okay, so in terms of other chip flavors that you could compare these to, the only thing that I can think of that would be a comparison are ketchup chips. So, tangy and vinegary and sweet, like ketchup flavored chips, but definitely more on the fruity side. There's an excessive tanginess to them that differentiates them from ketchup chips. But I'm pretty sure that that's supposed to taste like tamarind pulp or tamarind paste or tamarind extract or tamarind whatever. And yeah, the closest comparison I can make of the flavor of tamarind to another fruit, if you're not familiar with that, is pomegranate. It's got a very deep, very tangy flavor. Okay, one more. I do like them, but I don't love them. Because I'm not that big of a fan of tamarind. That's the thing. You have to love that. You have to love them to, you have to love the flavor of that. Because it's an acquired taste. It's a distinctive flavor, it's an acquired taste. If you're using tamarind concentrate in any recipe, you better really either use a really small amount because it can very easily overpower a dish, or if you just love that like very, very tart flavor, go for it. But a little goes a long way of tamarind flavor. These are very heavily seasoned. They are interesting. I'm going to give them, I'm just, excuse me. I'm going to give them a 6 for flavor, but not because they're not a nice chip. It's just because it's just not really my preferred thing. Zero heat, not a spicy product, but an interesting one. All right, give me 1 second. All right, so I guess I'm gonna do 2 of the Latin market snacks in this one, and I'm gonna stick to salty snacks. And since the Incognita flavored chips were in no way whatsoever spicy, let's see how they do on Doraditas. It also makes a good compliment because it sounds similar to Doritos. And these are the hot flavored Doraditas. Okay? I like that. I like that. It's incredibly simplistic packaging. That is the type of chip that like I just can't resist, because I love it when you can, when you just have like an opaque bag with a picture of chips on it. You could end up buying a bag that's like bunk and is like not seasoned properly. Well, the bag is a clear bag, and I can see that those are very nicely and amply seasoned. All right? So it's actually really smart packaging, and it's probably cheaper to do. It's just a plastic bag, it's just like clear plastic with a label on it. So, smart packaging, and it definitely enticed me. And if these are good, I'm going to go back tomorrow and get some of the other flavors because they were cheap. All right. Hot flavored Doraditas. They have potatoes, soybean oil, canola oil, chili, paprika, salt, and citric acid. All right, keeping it simple. Let's start with a really heavily seasoned one. Yeah. That's a no for me. Man, it just tastes like bad chili powder. There's not enough salt in there. I would prefer it if they were a little bit saltier. Very, very little heat and not very good flavor. Oh, that's a disappointment. Man, and at least they were inexpensive, but it tastes like that very basic chili powder. It's not one of those nice tangy piquant chilies. It's just like, I don't know, whatever, like when you just get like the generic, like it's just like chili powder, and it's like kind of the darker reddish color. Like I like the brighter red colored chili powders because they tend to be more flavorful. This tastes like it was seasoned with that really basic, cheap, whatever that, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Honestly, the only positive thing that I can say about those chips is they have a very nice texture to them. The crunch is very, very nice. And they have an adequate amount of oiliness too. Adequate oiliness, very nice crunch. So they're very nicely cooked. They're just not very nicely seasoned. So I can't give them any more than a 4. That's a disappointment. All right, part 2.